Hello, everyone. It is Felicia Starks with Flabulous Wellness Studios here in Arlington, Texas. Your favorite fit body transformer. Today, this message is to give you 6 steps to help you be able to get rid of the fat quickly. And I say quickly because the thing is that you can drop weight fairly easy. Fat is another story, but we're going to talk about that today. So, just to give you a little bit of background, I am a certified personal trainer and a certified fitness and nutrition specialist. I help also spot reduce fat from areas that diet and exercise just cannot touch. So, for the person that maybe you're in the gym and you're wanting to drop 1 to 3 inches of fat in a session, that's what I do. So, on to dropping this weight quickly. The first thing that we need to establish is how many calories are you getting? How many do you need? So without me knowing anything about you, I'm going to give you a good solid guideline to get started. And then if you need something custom, then we can go from there. But to get started, you need to take your goal weight. Take your goal weight and you're going to multiply that times 12. Whatever that number is, let's say your goal weight is 150. We're just going to use an easy number. No, 125. Goal weight 125. Forget, I'm not even going to have a number. Take whatever your goal weight is, multiply that times 12. That's how many calories max that you should be eating a day. How many calories max that you should be eating a day? Then you're going to after the calories, that's great. Okay, I know how many calories I need. The next part is how much protein. And if you're not sure why protein is important, it helps fill you up. It helps to build the muscles that helps to build up the muscles that are broken down when you do exercises. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later. So you're going to take your goal weight again and multiply that times 0.6. So to find out the minimum amount of protein that your body needs in order to be able to get to your goal, you're going to take your goal weight times 0.6. Hey, how you doing? So you're going to take the goal weight times 0.6. That's the minimum amount of protein that you should be eating on a daily basis in order to hit this goal. You can get to this goal fairly quickly within 2 to 3 months. It really is going to depend on how consistent you are. You don't have to necessarily be disciplined, but you do need to be consistent, have some type of consistency. Okay, number 3, there's your body needs water, way more water than you're even realizing. So I always recommend you drink half of your body weight in ounces. Sometimes people struggle with that. So I'm going to pull it back a little bit and say the minimum amount of water that you should be drinking daily is 82 to 90 ounces. That's less than a gallon, but it's still a good amount so that you can still see some results, because when you don't give your body enough water, it's going to hold on to water until it gets what it needs. So minimum 82 to 90 ounces of water daily. All right. Number 4. I think we're on number 4. Yeah, number 4. You got to get moving. If you are physically able to move, you should be walking, doing some type of movement for at least 30 minutes a day. Sitting is the new smoking. Like, we are sitting way, way too much. So if you walk, you have some type of device where you keep track of your steps. The goal would be for you to get, if you're taking 300 steps, 3,000 steps now, bump it up so that your goal is 6. If you're at 6 now, bump it up to 10. If you're at 10, see if you can get to 12, 14, 16, 1,800 steps a day. There's not a magic number, but the goal is for you to get walking, for you to get moving. Number 5. So we said moving, and I would recommend you do that at least 5 times a week. Number 5. Number 5. Resistance training. We're going back to that protein. Resistance training means weights. If you want to get toned, in order to get toned, you have to have something that is resisting, where you're pushing, pulling, whatever, to help break those muscles down. That protein that you're eating is going to help build those muscles up, and that's how you're going to get more toned. I promise you, ladies, you will not look like a man if you start lifting weights and you're going to have to lift weights heavier than you normally do. I've been lifting weights since 2014 consistently year round. I do not look like a man. I have muscles though, and I'm still very feminine. So it's a lie. You can lift weights and still maintain your femininity. So the resistance training needs to be minimum 3 times a week if possible. This is if you want to drop the weight quickly, drop the fat quickly, because the muscle is going to burn fat at rest. The thing is you want to be as efficient as possible and making your body be able to burn more fat at rest, where you're not having to do a whole bunch. That's the goal. Number 6, getting rest, sufficient rest. 6 to 8 hours is highly recommended. The reason that rest is really important is because when you don't get enough rest, the hormones that your body uses to regulate your hunger, if it's repeatedly where you're not getting enough rest, those hormones will not trigger you to tell you that you're hungry. That you're not hungry anymore. And so it affects everything. If you're wanting to be able to drop the fat most efficiently and healthy, my recommendation is to make sure you're getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep. And 6.2, being able to manage what it is that you're measuring. So being able to measure what you're managing. Manage what you measure. So my point is, if I've told you how many you need to calculate your calories, you need to calculate for your protein. The best way for you to be able to track that is find some type of app that allows you to put in the food selections that will also have the protein, fat, carbs listed, and the calories, so you know how much protein you're getting, know how much calories you're getting. That way you know where you are, because if you're doing it blindly, you still are never it's going to take you longer to hit the target. This video or this live is to make sure that you're making the best use of the time. So use an app that will allow you to plug in the food that you eat, so you can find out how many calories it is. That way you know what that looks like, because you may discover that you have more room to eat more food. And my suggestion is to fill up on lots of vegetables, because the vegetables are going to be high in nutrients, high in volume, but low in calories. So the protein, again, yes, you're going to take your goal weight times 0.6. And if you want to calculate your calories, you're going to take your goal weight times 12. The water is 82 to 90 ounces recommended. Like, I highly recommend half of your body weight, but if that's a little bit too much, let's start with the 82, like that being the bare minimum. So the protein is going to help you feel full. It's going to give your body what it needs. Most of the time, that's the hardest nutrient for you to, that's the hardest one for you to meet. But you don't have to just eat meat in order to do it. You can get your protein sources from a lot of different ways. Plain Greek yogurt, adding in some protein, a scoop of protein powder. And if you like sweet stuff, you can put some Cool Whip on top. Even getting a protein shake like the Premier or whatever your favorite protein drink with, if you like the sweet stuff, mix that with a packet of sugar-free Jello pudding, and that makes a delicious dessert. You're getting the pudding is sugar-free, you're getting the protein, and you're not having to eat it like you would be if you were eating meat. So I hope that this video has been helpful, and if if you have any other questions later, you can comment here. If you need more individual help, then you can send me a message and we can schedule a consultation, because I do help nutrition clients. I do that online, and I provide accountability. And I would give you more specific calorie targets for your body based on your goals. And also, if you happen to know someone that's in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that is working out, that is maybe trying to jumpstart their body goals, like the summer is gone, but they're wanting to, they've been working out, they've been doing all this kind of stuff, and they have not seen the results. Like, I am able to help you get the results that diet and exercise just are not touching, by spot reducing fat anywhere from 1 to 3 inches down in one session, and anywhere from 5 to 10 inches down in a month. It does not take a long time, but it does require for you what? To show up. So if you're just joining, please watch this on the replay. Hey, PH, hi, beautiful. Because these 6 steps are very, very easy to do. It's not hard. You just have to be consistent with it. It is not hard. So thank you for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day.